Hello and welcome. My name is Abby. This is Craft Studio. Thank you for stopping by today. I thought I would share with you my progress on my vintage granny square blanket, since I haven't showed you that in a while. What I did, I haven't made a whole lot of progress on it, but I did take out my little centers and I weaved in all the ends on my centers. So let me see how many, so I can go ahead and start making the blocks with them. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 of these centers I need to make squares with. The yarn I'm using is the Karen 1 pound. I did go ahead and weave in all the ends for my blocks. I think I did all of them. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I have a whole stack of granny squares that need to be put together. So I need to do that. And then I have the centers. So basically I got all the ends weaved in so I can move on. So that is a good thing. Also, I thought I would share some more of the spiral hexes that I made. I finished this one, which I think is really pretty. And this is in the stone-washed Sheppies yarn. This one is actually the original pattern. It has the flower in the center, if you can see that. The other ones that I made just kind of had a circle in the center. But I actually prefer the one with the flower. I think it just looks more vintage and more delicate and beautiful. I don't know if you agree, but I think it's lovely. I also made one in the moonstone. However, I messed up on this one. And it's smaller than it should be. So I won't be able to use this one, but that's okay. And then I also made one in this beautiful, I think it's just a gray. But I really like this design. I really like the how it looks in the solid colors. I think making it in a variegated or a stripy yarn, possibly if the stripes are long, I think the pattern would still show up very nicely. But I think it looks the best in a solid color. Just so you can see the pattern. That is my opinion anyway. So that is something I've been working on. The original pattern is from this book. This is a magazine, or well, no, it's not a magazine. It is a book from like the 1960s, 1970s, and this is where I found the original pattern for these spiral hexes. So there is that, if you're interested in that anyway. Let me put that over here. Last time we chatted, I was telling you about my Hexie Puff blanket, and I was going to go around the edge with this Red Heart yarn. Okay. I did, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think the color, the blue is beautiful. I do like it, but I don't think it goes with the blanket. So I did a few just because I didn't know if I really liked it or if I didn't really like it, and so I did a few just to see. And then I even went around it in another lighter color, and I still didn't like it. I said, that looks terrible. So I'm going to either give up, or I'm going to rip it off and start over. It's because the colors are either dark or neutral, and then I threw in a bright color, and I thought that that would be a good contrast, but it turns out to be a yucky contrast. So yeah, so I'm gonna take the blue off and try a different color, so stay tuned for that. We'll see how it goes. Sixth time is the charm. Okay, I did have some luck, however, and I tried this square, which I think is beautiful, and this is in the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre also, and it is called Hot Sauce. I had to pick it up, and I think it's lovely. It's very fall. And so, and I also made one in this beautiful green. This is Bernat. Bernat Super Value, and this color is Forest Green. So that's that. And then I used the coffee to make a spiral, if that shows up very well. You have to hold it over here. And I thought that looked very nice to piece together. So my idea is to make a fall version of the Christmas Merriment Afghan that I'm working on. I thought I would make a fall version because I just love the pattern that much. So I did. I put it together with this, I think it's like a Aran color. Now the first one I did was this color. This is a stripy yarn. I think it's autumn or fall. Fall. This is Red Heart Super Saver, and I think it turned out amazing. I love these colors. I love how it just looks like the park when leaves are all over the ground. That's exactly what it looks like, and it looks excellent, I think, with the dark swirls on the front and then the light color border. I think it just looks absolutely stunning. So yeah, I would definitely, I'm not gonna make all the blocks in this. I'm gonna vary between the three, but I thought that would look really awesome. So there you go. So that's what I'm working on also. And I have a book I wanted to share with you. I found this Crochet with Heart, Best Loved Afghans. This is a great book. If you are looking for some inspiration for Afghans, this is all crochet, and it's got lace, it's got blocks, it's got stripes, it's got texture, it's got so many wonderful things, and I found a few in here that I already want to make, of course, and you know, they vary in difficulty as well. So there's some just beautiful, but I saw one that resembles a quilt, and I really wanted to try that. So I will show it to you because it is just so amazing. I've never seen something like this before, and I was just blown away. So here it is. Oops, sorry. It looks like a fan quilt. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but isn't that gorgeous? I was like so anyway, this is another one I really liked with the hearts Ah, it's just gorgeous. I just love it. I would not use the pastel colors. I'm not a fan of pastels. So I would use either dark or neutral tones. But I just think that's gorgeous. This is another one that I loved, but this would be a lot of work because of all the, woo, look at that. But isn't that gorgeous? And I think doing it all in one color would be the best thing, just because there's so much there and you want the pattern to show. You know, not, you want it to be the star, not the color, or yeah, not the color. You want the design to really show through. So anyway, oh yes, and I finished my little doll quilt. It's actually right here behind me. I have not, if you can tell, I have not weaved in the ends, but it is done. And this was the doll quilt I made. It is from, it's right there. Now it's not exactly like that. I did make it different, but that's, and it's out of this book, Afghans to Knit and Crochet. So this is it. It's all done. And I put a red border instead of the blue, and I still have the ends from where I seamed it together. Those are the only ends that I have to weave in. I first went vertical down, and then I did horizontal to piece it all together, and then I did the border in the red. So there it is. It is all done. This is the doll quilt, doll crochet quilt. So there it is. So I thought for this, it's, you know, it's beautiful and I love the texture. I don't know, can you see the texture of the, I did the single crochet. I started with a slip stitch seam, but it didn't stick up as much as I thought it would. So I did a single crochet, and that, if you can see, it stands up much more. So I wanted the texture of that, and I just think it turned out amazing. It looks a lot better than I thought it would. So I was very excited about that. But I thought, since this is a doll quilt or a doll Afghan or whatever, I need a doll. So anyway, and I was visiting with a friend over the weekend, and she had a crochet doll from her grandmother, and I will pop in a picture here, front and back, and I was just so amazed by it. So I thought, I've never made a crochet doll. I've made plenty of sewn dolls, but I would like to try a crochet doll. So I went looking through my pattern books to see if I could find one, and I did find one in this book, which I thought I would give it a try. It's a princess rag doll, but it's crochet, and I've never made it before. I had wanted to make it for my daughters, but I just thought it was so cute. So I'm going to try to make this little lady to go with the quilt. So I started her dress, making her dress first, and I decided to go with the yellow. I kind of wanted to use the same yarn I used in the blanket, so they would kind of match. So I started with the dress, and I did it in the yellow, and then a cream or white color, off-white color, to make it look like a slip. And I think I'm gonna do her hair in brown. I know in the book it kind of looks blonde. I think I'm gonna do brown hair, and I think I'll leave the crown off. But if you can see in the picture, her hair kind of is up in a bun. I think I'm going to try to give her those curls like you saw in the other picture. Give her some curly hair. which are the exact same way that I made the jellyfish tentacles on my jellyfish, crochet jellyfish. So stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. If I can get it done, hopefully I can get it done in the next couple days. So, okay. I think that's all I had to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. I will see you in the next video.